have any available green sector units to head over to 96 Remington Street. We got a shot spotter activation, and we got reports of a party down.
Hey, I'm going to need you to stage 96 Remington Street. Possible party shot.
Staging at 96 Remington Street in Bridgeport. You got it.
Hey, we just got a call for shots fired and somebody screaming outside. We're already on the way, ma'am. Did you see who did this?
Listen to me. This does not delay the call, okay? Officers are already on their way, okay?
Bridgeport 911, where's the emergency? So there's a male laying down in the middle of the street. Do you know what he looks like?
The ETS on the medics. It's Remington Street, guys.
Medics coming, going away.
138.
You want the units on scene over there in Remington. Start taking stuff off, please. Crime scene tape. Units at the end of Boston and Remington. Take that off, please.
Yeah, I'll give you a 6-8 just a moment. We're going to mark notifications.
3 or 4 showcase things located so far.
I'm Detective Jeffrey Holtz. This is Detective Thomas Harper. We're with the Bridgeport Police Department Homicide Unit. We're out here on Remington Street on the east side of Bridgeport, where 4.5 years ago, Abdul Lemon was shot and killed. Detective Harper is the lead investigator on this case. Detective Harper, obviously this is an ongoing investigation, but what can you tell us about this case?
We understand that there was an altercation here on the street. What led up to that was a previous altercation that happened downtown in the city of Bridgeport. We did secure video from this area as well as downtown, and we spoke to witnesses here on Remington Street that observed the altercation. Through that video surveillance and the witness interviews, we were able to determine that it seems to be a pretty centralized location, crime scene. There were no cars that were fleeing the area. It wasn't a drive-by shooting or anything of that nature. So basically what we're doing is we're asking for the public's help, that any additional witnesses, if you know anybody at all that knows what happened to Abdul that night, to please come forward, tell us what you know. If you know of people that have information that could help us move this case along. We've been dealing with, the victim's family for quite a bit here, and they're asking, for anybody that knows anything at all, whether you think it's insignificant or not, it may just be that little tip that puts it over the edge.
And speaking of the family, Abdul Lemon's mother, Valerie Carr, is hoping that she'll find justice and maybe some sense of closure following an arrest in this case. We had a chance to talk with Valerie Carr.
Well, what made him special to me, from a baby even on up, he was a good child. He loved cars, especially sports cars, but he was a Honda man. All his cars were Honda. He loved Hondas. And I think every car he had, except for one, were Hondas. He loved dogs. His father started him out with dogs from a little boy, and he always loved dogs. His first dog was a Labrador Retriever, and he named him Spike. And then from there, he got into the pits. He also worked as a substitute teacher in the Bridgeport Board of Education. He's funny, he's lovable, he loves to joke. He was a jokester, but I think he got that from me. He got that from his mom. Very, very helpful. He loved helping people. So he was really just a lovable person, Once you met him, you were like, boy, he's awesome. Oh, it has really altered my life. To keep it real, I cry every day. I'm trying not to, but it's hard, because there's something that always reminds me of him. And knowing that when I have to walk into that door and I don't see him, I can't hear him shower anymore. I can't hear him play his music in the shower. I can't hear him call me mom no more. It's been hard on all the kids. And his baby boy was only 13 months when this happened, and I have to hear him, when I talk to him on the phone, because they live in Pennsylvania, why did he kill my daddy? The only thing I can say is that if you know about something pertaining to my son's murder, please come forward. Closure is very important for this family. And without the closure, it's like I deal with pain every single day. I'm not saying that the closure is going to solve everything. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that it could bring some relief. You know, and if we continue and we allow people to just get away with taking somebody's life, how do we clean up our communities? We have to do something about these killing predators on the street. We have to. If you know something, please come forward, because if the tables were turned, you would want the same thing.
That I'll be transporting a female and a male from Remington Street to Bridgeport Hospital.
G1, how many shots came in on the shot spotter?
Had 2 activations.
G1, you got another spent round in the middle of the street in front of 96, and looks like a couple projectiles into the pavement.
93 Remington Street. There's a bullet hole in the window frame.
G1, we're not picking anything up. It's just located there. Just maintain the crime scene. G1, how many shots came in on the shot spotter?
Had 2 activations.
Do you have a CFS number for Remington Street, please?
2768.
Remington Street, 2768. And close that out with a 01.
341.